But the Capitol was bombed 30 years before by an American terrorist group called Weather Underground that declared war on the U.S., targeting the Capitol, the Pentagon, police stations, and more. One of the group's leaders, William Ayers, admits to the bombings, proudly saying later, "We didn't do enough." Some members of the group Ayers founded even went on to kill police. But Barack Obama is friends with Ayers, defending him as, quote, respectable and mainstream. Obama's political career was launched in Ayers' home, and the two served together on a left-wing board.
Obama!
It's only the morning after Super Tuesday, and already volunteers opened 2 new Houston offices for the Barack Obama presidential campaign. Paid staffers for Obama's campaign are expected to man the offices.
The campaign calls an online smear campaign, which contends, among other things, that Obama was raised a Muslim. There is even a statement on his official campaign website reading, quote, Obama has never been a Muslim and is a committed Christian. But Obama's half-brother is not so sure. Malik Obama tells the Jerusalem Post that if elected, his brother will be a good president for the Jewish people, despite his Muslim background. The article was also accompanied by an image of Malik Obama holding a photo of him and Barack Obama, both in Muslim dress, reportedly taken when the two first met back in 1985.
وثبت ان ما فيه ديمقراطيه هناك، بل هناك دكتاتوريه لا تختلف ابدا عن دكتاتوريه هتلر او نابليون او موسوليني او جنكيز خان او اسكندر الى اخر الطغاة. بامر رئاسي يقال هكذا في عهد ريغن المجنون، يقال بأمر رئاسي أصدر الرئيس الأمريكي ريغن أمر رئاسي بالحرب على ليبيا مثلا، أمر رئاسي بمحاصرة ليبيا، أمر رئاسي بمقاطعة ليبيا، أمر رئاسي بعمل كذا كذا. هل هذه ليست دكتاتورية؟ هذه ديمقراطية؟ الآن انتخابات أمريكية طلع مواطن أسود أصله من كينيا أفريقي ومسلم وكان يدرس في مدرسة إسلامية في إندونيسيا اسمه أوباما، والناس كلهم صفقوا لهذه الشخصية في الوطن العربي وفي العالم الإسلامي وفي أفريقيا، واستبشروا بخير وصفقوا له وصلوا من أجله ودعوا له بالنجاح، وربما يكونوا قد دخلوا حتى في حملات التبرع الشرعية لتمكينه من الفوز برئاسة.
No, not God bless America, God damn America. America's chickens are coming home to roost.
But only I said the chickens.
Those are not statements that I ever heard when I was sitting in the pews at this church. Did I ever hear him make remarks that could be considered controversial while I sat in the church? Yes.
You can walk out of a church. I mean, you can go up to a pastor and say, this is wrong.
And as I said, Anderson, if I had heard any of these statements, I probably would have walked out, and I probably would have told Reverend Wright that they were wrong. But they were not statements that I heard when I was in church.
So no one last week you missed this sermon, Reverend Wright said this, or, I mean, I think I read in your book that you used to listen to tapes of Reverend Wright when you were at Harvard Law School. I did. So you had no idea.
I did not. Well,
would you be willing to meet separately, without precondition, during the first year of your administration in Washington or anywhere else, with the leaders of Iran, Syria, Venezuela, Cuba, and North Korea, in order to bridge the gap that divides our countries.
I should also point out that Stephen is in the crowd tonight. Senator Obama?
I would. And I think that it is a disgrace that we have not spoken to them. We've been talking about Iraq. One of the first things that I would do in terms of moving a diplomatic effort in the region forward is to send a signal that we need to talk to Iran and Syria.
This plan is going to tax me more, isn't it?
It's not that I want to punish your success. I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
Did you hear that last part? When he spread the wealth?
Now, it is officially nonpartisan, but this group works hard to register low-income voters who tend to vote for Democrats. Acorn's under fire over allegedly phony voter registration in several states, and Drew Griffin of CNN's Special Investigations Unit is digging into this for us.
Group Acorn, which has launched a massive voter registration drive. And with 5,000 applications in this one county dumped on just before the October 6th deadline, it looked to Elections Board Administrator Ruth Ann Hoagland like Acorn was extremely successful until her workers began finding problems. A lot of them?
50%. We had close to 5,000 total from Acorn, and so far we have identified about 2,100.
So roughly half of them are bad?
Correct.
Registered to a dead person, registered as a person who lives at a fast food
shop,
or just all of them amazingly in the same hand?
Yes. All the signatures look exactly the same. Everything on the card filled out looks just the same.
Ruth Ann, fraud?
We have no idea what the motive behind it is. It's just overwhelming to us.
It's not that some are bad. Once they started going through them, every one they looked at was bad.
Right. We've run into a lot of the same. We'll go through 10 cards, and in the exact same hand, the card is filled out the same, the signature is the same. We'll make telephone calls, and every phone has been disconnected.
Here's another Acorn filled out registration form. It's for Jimmy Johns, 10839 Broadway in Crown Point. Jimmy Johns. We decided to track him down. Here he is. Is there anybody here that's actually named Jimmy Johns? Nobody registered to vote here named Jimmy Johns? This could really, I mean, there's been no fraud yet because people haven't voted yet, right?
Correct. We'll find out on Election Day.
But it certainly sets up a potential.
The potential, I suppose, is always there. It's just that the volume is just incredible.
The Elections Board is run by both Republicans and Democrats.
Regardless of whose party, you've got a problem with these ballots, these registrations.
Both sides, Democrats and Republicans. For us, it's unfortunate. Acorn, with its intent, perhaps, was good to begin with, but unfortunately went awry somewhere.
It is fraud, says the Democrat director, Sally Lasota.
Well, if you look, it's the same for all three voters. It's as though the one individual did 3 separate applications, but put, you can tell the signature. We're not handwriting experts, but what's obvious is obvious.
If elected President of the United States, would you agree in your first 100 days to meet with a delegation of representatives from these various community organizations, the campaign for community values? Could they count on you in your first 100 days to sit down with them?
Yes, but let me even say, before I even get inaugurated, during the transition, we're going to be calling all of you in to help us shape the agenda. We're going to be having meetings all across the country with community organizations so that you have input into the agenda for the next presidency of the United States of America.
Obama says he doesn't like how the pin has come to represent patriotism in America.
I decided I won't wear that pin on my chest. Instead, I'm going to try to tell the American people what I believe will make this country great.